from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Straight ahead, Etienne. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Etienne once more. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Oh, he sheds himself free. Oh, nice move. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 46 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver, find the nearest one, and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll run with Etienne. Ooh, with a juke. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Once more, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Last time out, of course, he threw the interception. Then they gave up the touchdown, surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. And he's taken down inside the 30. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle. On second down, a run with Etienne. A strong running. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Etienne up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the gun, Bigsby gets around him. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if, in fact, they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but
touchdown, Jaguars! Gabriel Davis, 51 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's deep for Duvernay. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devin Duvernay, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
He's number 1 in the league in touchdown passes, just through number 20 on that lap. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Deshaun Watson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Gardner Minshew, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass in the victory. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
A solid run and maybe then some by Etienne. And he's become one of the league's best playmakers over these last couple of seasons, totaling over 1,400 yards from scrimmage in each of the last 2 campaigns.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. Oh, able to avoid him. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Here's a give to Bigsby. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really good pickup of 28 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. A short throw there to Strange. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On the counter, ETN. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 174 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Dancing away at the 35. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. A handoff for ETN. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Fights loose. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The Jaguars getting set to go. Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Steps away to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll begin by running the option. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
He's going to try and do this himself.
A spin, shrugs him off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Take a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they take a knee.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Tell you how to get rich quick. 20 a month and I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and